Minnesota, not much of a basketball state unless you count the high school and the college ranks. The pros, not so much superstars in their own right. So anyway, the Minnesota Timberwolves were part of the great expansion of the 1980s. In 1988, they were an expansion team and were looking to do well. They ended up getting Kurt Rambis from the from the LA Lakers, and people were like, this could go somewhere. Minnesota thought they were the bee's knees. So anyway, Minnesota, unfortunately, were not really that good. They had some really trying teams, but they couldn't make playoffs when they counted. It took them 9 years from the start of their franchise to make the playoffs. So anyway, Minnesota did experiment. They got Kevin Garnett out of high school. Kevin Garnett was headed for South Carolina, but Kevin Garnett decided to go play for the Timberwolves. Well, they made Garnett a big priority. But people forget that they actually made the trade with the Bucks for no wait, or was Stephen Marbury for somebody else? Ray Allen? I'm not sure. I'm thinking, yeah, Minnesota drafted Ray Allen and traded him to Milwaukee for Stephen Marbury. The rights to Stephen Marbury. So yeah, so Ray Allen could have been a Timberwolf anyway. But Minnesota had some people. They had Tom Gugliotta and Wally Serbiak come in with weird names and all that, with Kevin Garnett and a few other players. Unfortunately, one of their key players, Malik Sealy, would die in a car crash at age 21. And Bobby Phipps would die too. But anyway, so you see some players talking amongst themselves. Latrell Sprewell was there for a while for the Timberwolves. But anyway, the 2004 Timberwolves, which I will talk about, my what if, were around, and they actually made a few playoff rounds before the Lakers basically took them out in the Western Conference Final. People were stunned. But anyway, the 2004 Timberwolves take on the 2004 Pistons, but that's not yet. So anyway, the Timberwolves in the 2000s were decent, but they couldn't really win playoff series for their own life. So the Timberwolves struggled. They did pick up Karl Anthony Towns, who was a great center and all that. And they did have Andrew Wiggins off of the. Well, Cleveland drafted Andrew Wiggins and said, you know what, we don't need Wiggins. We're going to trade him to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Trade away from Minnesota star. And they said Wiggins would do much better in Minnesota. And they're right. Wiggins has been a good Timberwolves player of all time. So is Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. So anyway, Minnesota hasn't really gotten much in the way of things since then. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next scenario, which is the 2004 Timberwolves against the 2004 Pistons in the finals. If memory serves me right. I think I'm right. Yeah. Yeah, they went all the way to the third round. I keep thinking I'm wrong, but anyway. So 58 versus 54. So yeah. Sorry, just have to do a quick check on this because I have my doubts. Yeah, they lost to the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and those are the only two times the Timberwolves have won a playoff series. Was in 2004. Yeah, so this would be the finals. Perfect. All right, so 58 win Minnesota with Sam Cassell, Trenton Hassel. I don't really think he was that good, but they don't really. Oh, Wally Serbiak, Trenton Hassel, Fred Hoiberg. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had to get some things going. So Serbiak is the starting guard. Shooting guard with Cassell, Sprewell, Kerner, and Ola Candy. Ola Candy played on that team? Against Phillips, Hamilton, Prince Wallace, and Mehmet Akur. That can't be right. It has to be Ben Wallace. Yeah, Ben Wallace was the guy. Remember the core was the number 3 guy. Yeah, it was like remember the core. I don't remember him for the 2004 Pistons. But anyway, a couple of the changes, and we got ourselves game 1 Pistons 92-79 in Minnesota. 18 from Rip Hamilton, Corliss Williamson, so from Arkansas Razorbacks, 17 points in 17 minutes. Ben Wallace did okay in 29 minutes. Alden Campbell, Chucky Atkins, Mehmet Akur, Bob Sura, Sejo Rabraka. I guess Milicic didn't play for the 2004 Pistons. I thought he did. I guess he went back to Europe. He was the number 2 freaking pick. Timberwolves, 20 from Garnett, 17 from Spreewell, 16 from Serbia, Kessel, 13. Olakani only took 1 shot the whole game. Trenton Hassel, Irvin Johnson, the guy from Milwaukee, Troy Hudson, Fred Hoiberg, Oliver Miller, sweet, another Razorback, and Gary Trent. So yeah, battle of Arkansas players. Gotta love that if you're a Razorbacks fan like I am. Game 2 saw the Timberwolves come storming back 94-80. 17 from Chauncey. Oh, Milicic was, I guess, on the third line with Hubert Davis, Mike James, Darvin Ham, and Tremaine Fulks. Mike James? Hubert Davis. Hubert Davis. I don't think he played for the Raptors. I keep thinking he did. I'm going to just take a look. Hubert Davis. Oh, he did for the 97 Raptors. And then he went to Dallas. Okay. So he played 1 year with the Raptors. I know he played for the 94 Knicks, I guess. So, yeah. So he wasn't part of the front 11 guys. Corliss, 4 points in 14 minutes. The Timberwolves, 24 from Garnett. Spreewell only had 9 points. That's pathetic. 18 from Cassell. They used a lot of people. Mark Madsen played for the 2004 Timberwolves? Wow. Keith McLeod, Anthony Goldwire, Quincy Lewis, Nadubi Eby. Mark Madsen played for the 2004 Timberwolves. Wow. That's creepy. I mean, won a couple of titles with the Lakers in the 2000s, and then now he's in Minnesota. So the Pistons hopefully trying to win on home turf. And they do, 99-75. 13 from Serbia, Garnett, and Spreewell, 12. Not much other than that. Madsen played 4 minutes. 20 points from Rip, 11 from Rashid. Tayshaun and Chauncey only scored 16 points combined. Corliss, 6 points in 15 minutes. Milicic played 4 minutes and they get a point. Next up will be game 4, and the Pistons easily crushed the Timberwolves by 20. 22 from Cassell, though. That's not bad. Garnett with only 14. Oliver Miller, no points in 10 minutes. And all that. The Pistons, 20 from Tayshaun, 16 from Rashid. Ben was the rebounder guy. Corliss, 8 points in 14 minutes. That's pretty good. Darko played 3 minutes and even got a free throw. Good. So the Pistons look good. Remember, it's 2-3-2, so the Timberwolves need to win. And they don't. They outscored the Pistons 34-15 in the fourth quarter and still lost. I guess you put the foot on the you can take your foot off the pedal and made it happen. 24 from KG, 15 from Cassell, 11 from Spreewell. Yeah, Trenton Hassel. Oliver Miller, 10 minutes. Quincy Lewis got 5 points in 2 minutes. That's pretty good. Mark Madsen, 2 minutes. The Pistons, 24 from Billups, 20 from Hamilton. Mehmet Akur got 14 off the bench. Nice. Ben Wallace had a double-double. Corliss, 2 points in 14 minutes, but he's a champion. Corliss Williamson, baby. Darko Milicic, 3 minutes, and he still got a title. Wow. So I guess the Timberwolves wouldn't have howled their way to the championship final. Championship. Okay, then.